And welcome back to MTG Grinders with our Beers with the Boys Fate Reforged set review. As you may have seen, we've lost one of our boys and replaced him with a cardboard cutout. So I'm here with the cardboard cutout of Tyler, Lewis, Trent.
And shouldn't Trent be Tyler and this is a new Trent?
I don't want to be Tyler.
Don't confuse me now, we're here for green. Our first card is Abzan Beastmaster for 1 green and 2 for a 2/1 body. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card if you control the creature with the greatest toughness or tied for the greatest toughness.
I think that is a bit overpriced for his body, and look, if you can super consistently turn on that draw a card ability, maybe.
When it's on.
Don't like it. I had it played against me, and the person drew 1 card, and then I killed it.
Yeah, it's a 2/1 for 3.
Yeah.
In a format where you want to be playing 2/2s for 3 that get
Add
bigger.
minimum.
They get bigger.
Yeah.
Like it's not even. If you get the draft pickable, it's just it's fringe.
I
If
feel
you-
it's
if
a
you-
bad
if you
attempt at green card draw.
If you have this and then just a lot of Archer's Parapet, then maybe it's a bit better.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know, I'm just trying to find ways to make
Yeah,
it.
but like what you guys you're gonna draft this, go straight up and then hopefully pick him up. I suppose that works, but yeah, it's
You're not picking this.
You're not happy to pick.
You're
this
gonna get this 13th pick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Abzan Kingard, 1 green and 3 for a 3/3 body. Has lifelink as long as you control a white or black permanent. Doesn't seem terrible. It's
Yeah.
Probably not as good as the others. The other permanent base cards.
Look, I can't speak too much for the others, but I did play with this card in my black green deck.
Yep.
And it was solid.
It was solid.
At
It's
worst,
fine.
at worst it was a 3/3, and
It's
at
a
best
nice
it gained you some life.
It's a mountain giant. Like, yeah, they're not too bad. Like in regards to, I suppose, like a battle brawler and stuff, what those decks are trying to do, that card's probably matched up a little more efficiently. But yeah, he's fun.
Yeah, I think you're going to pick it sort of mid-pack.
Yeah, you're not going to be unhappy to pick this,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of opportunity to go over this card with other cards, like other more powerful cards at 4. But
So being able to access lifelink can be pretty good.
Aniok Guide. I don't know if that's the right pronunciation, but that's what I'm going with.
Hey, no.
1 green and 1 for a 1/1. So Tyler's not playing it. Are you, Tyler? No. Right. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on him, or search a library for a basic land card and reveal it. And shuffle your library and put that card on top of it. You don't even get it in hand.
Look, I had 2 of these in my sealed pool, and I played them both in my deck, and it was great. Like I was able to keep a 2-land hand, and know that I'm going to be able to cast my more expensive things just because I had him in my hand.
Oh.
And worst case scenario is a 2/2 that comes down before a month.
I played this guy in my 5 color list. He found me the color I needed every time. He was gorgeous.
Love him.
Yep.
Oh.
So from 2 colors to 5 colors, he's good.
Yeah. Ambush Crotic. I'm going with that.
Crotic, yeah.
1 green and 5 for a 5/5 trampler. When it enters the battlefield, return another target creature you control to its owner's hand.
That's an insect. That is a gigantic insect.
That's
Eating a seed temple.
I
love how it's bigger than the building.
Yeah, as for playability, probably not that great.
He gets better if you've just got a lot of manifest cards. And if he's the only guy, when
You don't have to return something else.
So he does have some upside, but he can reuse into the battlefield effects. But you really want to build your deck around him, as opposed to just blindly throwing him in.
He's not even a good card you want to be building around. You know what I mean? If it was 6/6 trample, then the 5. It's just there's better stuff you want to be doing.
In green, you want to play 6 for a 5/5 with trample.
Woolly locks it on and
Without-
stuff.
You want to be playing dragons at 6.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Woolly locks it on. Where's he at?
Arishan Warbeasts for 2 green and 5 for a 6/6 body. Whenever it deals combat damage to 1 or more blocking creatures, manifest the top card of your library.
He seems pretty decent.
If you can power him out, he's awesome.
Yeah.
doesn't die to removal work that well. Like he's tough.
There's not much else that's a 6/6 or bigger.
No, I quite like him actually. I don't know how.
That's a pretty good ability. Look, in this format, big creatures that don't have morph tend to be a lot lower value. So
I give him points just because he's got radioactive claws.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think
Yeah, that actually those claws just make him playable.
I feel like just in playing packs, this guy stands out because of his abilities. Just very, very strong.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's a bomb. I don't think he might be a bomb. We don't know yet. He's one of those cards you need to play with in order to.
I think you're going to pick him. Like you're going to mid-pack pick him because he's a 6/6 for 7. You're not going to pick any more than one of him. You don't want any more than one of him.
He gives you good game.
Yeah.
He attacks very proficiently.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He attacks very proficiently,
And he gets you more guys.
yes. That's
So
what I
is
mean
it-
by the
yeah.
efficiency. Yeah.
Archers of Quasi, 1 green and 3 for a 5/2 defender with reach.
Yeah, that's cool. Move on.
Yeah, dude.
He feels a slot in some decks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just,
the two toughness is bad.
He
The
can't
5 power is good.
yeah.
I think
can't-
there's more exciting cards you can spend that
He's-
time on.
Absolutely. What is this?
Battlefront Khrushchev. Please don't write in telling me about any of my
I think
pronunciation.
Khrushchev's okay.
For 1 green and 4 for a 3/4 body. Can't be blocked by more than one creature. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it can't be blocked by more than one creature.
Yep, that's pretty good trades.
He seems pretty
If
solid.
you build the bolts from
Okay.
it, so yeah.
Yeah.
He goes up in value for as many +1/+1
Sweet
counter
looking card.
things you're playing.
He's got some cool looking art. I mean, he's bashing head. No, he's cool. I like him. I'm not big. Yeah, I think he's good. He's got some really nice text.
Look, he's solid.
Yeah, he's fine. I think, like, I don't know, I've never actually seen the cards, so. Yeah. So there we go.
Case defenses, 1 green and 2 for a sorcery. Bolster 3. That's all it does. Bolster 3.
I think it's okay.
3 +1/+1 counters
Yeah, I think it's okay.
It's
for 3.
It's definitely a very simple design. Just being able to bolster.
I think this is like getting this in your hand and playing 2-drop and then just bolstering 5/5.
Yeah.
That's smash away.
Yeah, just beat phase.
Yeah.
Like it makes like your 2/2 and a guy. Like,
Makes your manifest guy
exactly. Like,
big.
yeah, I think it's okay. I don't know how good it is, but I think it's okay. Early on in the game.
Right, Destructor Dragon.
This thing is supposed to look heinous.
For
Look how badass he looks.
2 green and 4 for a 4/4 flyout. When it dies, destroy target non-creature permanent.
It does not look like a 4/4. It looks like an 8/8. Like it literally looks
Okay.
bigger than Grizzle.
So
It does. I mean,
literally.
there's buildings on that cliff top,
Yes.
and
Yes.
he's like 8 times as big as these
He's
buildings.
gigantic.
so if you look at the top half of the card, you just expect a way huger bottom half of the card, like way huger, just ability stats.
Yeah.
At the same time, he's solid. He's a green flyer. He
He's
doesn't
fine.
do that often.
Yeah.
He trades with at worst of the land.
You're gonna pick him. You're gonna play him.
Yeah.
If he dies, you're gonna kill something.
Yeah.
Feral Khrushchev. 1 green and 4 for a 5/4. Let's move on.
If you need
That's all it does.
If you need it, you need it. But
He crushes things.
You're going to be playing something with more.
Exactly.
Formless Nurturing. I have not seen this card. 1 green and 3 for a sorcery. Manifest the top card of your library. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. So you get a 3/3 for 4.
I'd just rather play a body at
Yeah.
4. I had this card and I just opted not to play it because I just prefer to play the.
I reckon that there are more consistent cards at Command, but if you don't have any of those more consistent cards,
Yeah,
in your draft pool,
obviously.
you're happy with your 3/3 that might turn out to be something.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
If you're playing a few of those other cards that say, hey, you get bonuses for +1/+1 counters,
His value goes up.
there's more
Oh,
value there.
absolutely, absolutely. With synergy in this guy's good.
Frontier Mastodon. 1 green and 2 for a 3/2 with Ferocious. When it enters the battlefield, with a +1/+1 counter on it if you control a creature with 4 or power 4 or greater. So you're getting a 3/2 for 3, possibly a 4/3 for 3.
Most of the time, you're happy just running this as a 3-2.
I can get behind this guy every day of the week. Yep. Just a staple pick.
Solid.
Easy curve
3
draw.
drop.
Yep. And if you can just get this guy in the field, like say you play 3 cost 4/4 or like 4/1 or bloody whatever. 3rd turn 4/4/3. Yeah. Good.
Yep.
Good card.
Yeah, well, actually, if you have this in the blue 2-drop 4/1,
I was going to say the
Yeah,
exact same card.
that's a good curve.
That's a good card. That's a very good power card.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Frontier Siege for 1 green and 3 enchantment. As Frontier Siege enters the battlefield, choose Khans or Dragons. Khans, at the beginning of each of your main phases, add 2 green to your mana pool. Dragons, whenever a creature with flying enters the battlefield under your control, you may have it fight target creature you control. This is my pick for the best Siege card.
I was going to say that this is my pick for the worst in limited.
I'm talking about standard.
In standard, it interacts so well with Hornet Queen that it's worth considering. I don't know if it's actually run, but it's worth looking at. Because it can either ramp Hornet Queen out or make Hornet Queen better when it does.
It'll either be really good or end up being like a Primeval Bounty, which just didn't get played. But I hope it's good. I want it to be good. The fact that it says add 2 green to each of your main phases means that they've really pushed it to try and be good.
Yeah.
And as you said, it interacts with Hornet Queen as well.
I think this card is best in Commander. I think of the 5 sieges, it's my least favourite as far as power level goes.
Yep.
But yeah, it can still be abused.
Trent, which way do you go?
I'm with Tyler on this one.
Okay.
Tyler?
Yeah.
That's it. Pleading the 5th.
Yep. Absolutely.
Fruit of the first 3, 1 green and 3. Enchantment Aura. Enchant creature. When an enchant creature dies, you gain X life and draw X cards, where X is its toughness.
Putting this on Parapet. Actually,
Parapet.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Outside of that, nope.
No.
Not even with that.
Reminds me of Murder Investigation.
Yeah,
from Return to Ravnica.
or like Death's Gaze or whatever.
Something like that.
It's interesting that you don't get a bonus for casting the card, or like the creature doesn't get a bonus. You have to wait for it to die.
Yeah,
That's
then that's just never dies.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just not good.
Yeah.
These cards they always print in like 1 to 2 of these in every block, every few sets, and they just don't do anything.
It's Commander card at best.
At best,
Even
and it's
then,
very
even
bad.
then, I think Commander
I could
has
never-
access to better options.
I could never see this in a commander list
Yeah.
where it's actually like, I'm going to play this card.
I'm gonna play it.
Yeah, I'm going to play it. Go on then.
Hunt the Weak, 1 green and 3 for a sorcery. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Then that creature fights target creature you don't control.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hunt the Week's normally pretty decent.
It's always been good.
The fact that it interacts with the +1/+1 counter walls makes this a bit
Absolutely.
better here.
No, he's fun. And the art looks pretty sick. That dragon is getting hard. Just eating whatever the hell it is. What is it?
I'm gonna go with Pegasus.
Yeah, whatever it is. It's getting dick.
It's getting gnarled.
Map the Waste, 1 green and 2 sorcery. Search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield tap, shuffle your library, bolster 1.
Playing 2 of these on my 5-color list.
It's,
Brilliant.
it's summer.
It's
There's nothing wrong with it.
This card was great. This card was actually great.
It's gonna get you from 3 to 4. And,
5?
and
Yeah.
boost one of you guys.
Yeah, no, this legitly, I know about drafting, but sealed wise, this card was great.
Whenever I draft, my 2 favorite strategies tend to be like real aggressive beatdown strategies, or 5 colors.
The
And-
second one anybody from Bendigo can attest to. But the first one, that's Tyler.
But yeah, so whenever there's some sort of mana fixing effect at common, I tend to keep an eye out for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a good card. I rate it. I think it's good. And it might even see standard play somehow. Cultivate sees standard play, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think
I
think
it's
if
obviously
it
not a
sees
good one.
standard play, it'll be because of the lack of round.
Yeah, maybe pre-rotation. Sorry,
after carries.
yeah, after carry goes. Yeah, that's what I was going.
Although when carries it goes, I kind of hope somebody's going to replace it.
Well,
I don't
there
know.
is Realm Call Mystic.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
maybe it won't see play, but either way, I liked it.
It could be C play with Battlefield Optimistic. turn 2, play that. Turn 3, play that. Put a counter on your guy.
That works. Check 3.
Is that 3?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the
Return
best
of
thing
the
I've
Earth.
been doing, but
1 green and 3. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying.
This card doesn't say destroy target land, so
No.
I'm not impressed with it.
Bring back land destruction.
No brown crush, yeah.
but it kills a dragon.
It's not a 6 line.
Wasn't there like a couple sets ago or a couple of years ago something that was the same as this except it was cheaper and didn't destroy an enchantment, like artifact or creature with flying, like crushing vines or something.
For the
Crushing
third
Vines,
thing,
yeah.
Yeah, crushing land.
For the third part of the card, creature with flying isn't good enough. Like acidic slime was artifact, enchantment, land.
Yeah.
Creature
Cards-
with flying is
Cards like
Well,
this,
no.
This is
green normally has an effect like this that destroys something with flying, and they're normally really good in the sideboard.
Yeah, this card's great from the
You
side.
want to pick it up. Occasionally, there's a format where you want to main deck it.
Mm.
I don't think this is it, but maybe
I mean,
when Dragons of Tarkia comes out,
it
you'll
does
want to main
have,
deck it.
it does have an enchantment on it. There are a couple of enchantments that are nice. Like I said, this is good in the sideboard.
It hits enough things.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's fine in the sideboard.
if the sieges all become something big, maybe.
Oh, there's that much enchantment removal already.
Yeah.
Like
And
better.
constructed. Yeah.
You've got arrays, you've got Soulfire Charm,
Yeah.
you've got reclamation stages.
As much as you don't like that card.
All manner of great green spells.
Ruthless Instincts. 1 green and 2. Instant, choose one. Target non-attacking creature gains reach and death touch until end of turn. Untap it. Or targeting attacking creature gets +2/+2 and gains trample until end of turn.
Really strong.
Solid trick.
Yeah.
And the fact that you have the choice just makes it even better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely like, I can see myself actually, I don't not want to pick up tricks early on in drafts, but this is a catch-all. Like it does
Yeah.
everything that you want on DNA. So it's really, really solid.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously it
totally
costs
agree.
3, but yeah, you can attack safely, and still have defense with
Yeah.
the same card. It's great.
Sandstep Mastodon. 2 green and 5 for a 5/5 with reach. When it enters the battlefield, bolster 5.
This is one of the cards that I actually really wanted to open when I chose Uptime because I think this is just awesome.
Well, you're getting a 5/5 for 7
Yeah.
with reach,
Yeah.
plus you're boosting one
The
of your
reach,
other guys.
the reach is people think I think a lot of people think the bolster 5. I actually think the reach is what does it for this.
Yep.
Yeah, this
I think,
is
I think it's the combination. At worst, you're getting a 10-10.
yeah.
And that's because you're playing him on an empty
Yeah.
board. And at best, you're getting a 5/5, and then you got 5 points worth of haste.
He is a bro. He
Yeah.
is a literal bro. I love him.
I think he's good too.
Snap picking every day.
Not getting any argument from me.
No stand up like that. Sorry, bro.
Shamanic Revelation. For 2 green and 3 sorcery. Draw a card for each creature you control. With Ferocious, gain 4 life for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. I think this is wonderful, this card. I love it. Not limited, I think it's terrible in limited.
I think it's better in limited than
I think it's going to
anything
be fantastic in stand.
else. I personally think that standards where it's one of its weakest. I think in limited, you want to play a lot of creatures anyway, so you can refill your hand in the late game. And cards like this, like they say, draw a card for each creature you control, tend to get.
No, I said
That's
this
like
is a better collective unconscious. And that got played back in the massively powerful Saga block. And this is better because of the Ferocious. I also think it's a great card for Commander as well.
I think I'm torn in between both because I think this is a card that a lot of people will want to run, but will be wildly disappointed when they do, in both limited and standard. And then on the flip side, people will not want to run it, and they will, and it will be great. It's a very hard card to fit into lists, and it's a very hard card to identify the power level of, just because this card fluctuates with the power level of your opponent's deck.
Yep.
If your opponent is running heavy removal, this card is dead. It does nothing because you don't have a board.
This is one of those cards that, as both the limited and the standard formats shape up in the next couple of
Yeah.
weeks, will definitely be.
Yeah,
really good.
what I'm saying now is more in regards to to standard.
Yeah.
But
I see it in like a green devotion,
oh,
Where
my,
you-
straight green up.
where
Yeah,
you-
that's fine.
or even green red devotion, where you can produce a lot of mana with Nyx
Mm.
and just refill your hand, keep going, and
Just like Genesis Hydro kind of thing.
yeah.
Yeah, I suppose. Like, I love it. But don't get me wrong, it's a card I like to play. It doesn't say Sphinx's Revelation.
No,
But
never
it
will.
does
It's a
say
different kind
Revelation.
of revelation.
Okay, so it's very much up my alley, but I'll be interested to see as to where it goes and on what scale of power it goes.
Sure. Sudden Reclamation, 1 green and 3 for an instant. Put the top 4 cards of your library into your graveyard, then return a creature card and a land card from your graveyard to your hand. So you're getting 2 cards for the price of 1.
Love this card. I don't know why. I'm just a big fan of it. I love the artwork.
I think it's cool. The fact that it's an instant sort of just changes it so much.
Yeah,
If it was
that's what
sorcery,
sells me on it.
it'll be so much weaker that
You always get card value.
you can leave your mana up to either flip them off or play a trick.
Yeah.
And if none of that happens, you just get a creature.
You get cut advantage.
And you get a land to be able to play the creature.
Yeah, well, you're still putting 3 cards.
So we're talking standard here?
No.
No? Not at all?
No way.
No, I think it's too pricey. The fact that it's an instant makes it a bit better, but the format,
It's just these kind of effects don't have an effect on standard
Sure.
for a long time.
These kind of the fact that it puts them into your graveyard and then you pick something from your graveyard is a bit better than say the 2 mana variants where you reveal and pick out
If
that.
it was to say they return a creature card and a enchantment card or something, then yes. The land is what does it for me. Then
Unless there's just some really powerful land that gets printed.
Absolutely.
Standard, yeah.
But yeah,
Certainly not in this set.
Yeah. No.
Timo Rumark, 1 green and 2. Enchant creature gets +2/+2 and trample as long as you control a blue or red permanent. It's a Rumark, we're going to move on.
Yeah, trample's decent if you can keep getting it.
yeah, if you can beat down.
Timo Sabertooth, for 2 green and 2 for a 4/3 body. And the ability of 1 green and 1, not tap. You may return another creature you control to its owner's hand. If you do, Timo Sabertooth gains indestructible till the end of turn.
People raving about this card.
I think it's
I think it's a
somewhat
solid limited pick.
solid.
Like there are a few cards that are doing this, being able to bounce one of your own creatures, which is just so good with Manifest, being able to cast an instant straight away, and have an indestructible 4/3 that you spent 4 on.
4/3 for 4 is
Yeah,
good, I think.
See this guy in Abzan on this today, and it was actually called like Abzan Sabertooth, and it was just all about getting value off your ETBs.
Yep.
Yeah, Tim's fine. Fine with me.
Indestructible is such a solid ability for it to gain, and the fact that it costs 1 more than a morph and it just smashes the face of it.
It's cool. I like it.
Excellent. Team of War Shaman for 2 green and 4 for a 4/5. When Team of War Shaman enters the battlefield, manifest the top card of your library. And whenever a permanent you control is turned face up, if it's a creature, you may have it fight target creature you don't control.
Very strong limited application. Not so much to standard,
Yeah,
but yeah,
6 mana for 6 power.
Yeah.
That's solid.
across 2 bodies.
Do we feel in the next set, we've had Morph Manifest, do we feel in the next set there's going to be a third face down type of creature? And the reason I say that is because this card has, if it's a creature. Because at this point in time, if Morph and Manifest, you can't turn them face up if they're not creatures.
There are
older.
older cards that can turn up face down permanents, or face down cards, and because of the new manifest, which can create face down creatures out of enchantments or whatever, or lands or whatever, it's worded in that way so that you play it with like.
So it doesn't rot those older
So
cards.
because you can still say turn a manifest face up and it's an enchantment, you just can't. You do that if it's a creature.
Yeah,
So.
there's a
although-
legendary guy that turns target face
something like that.
face down, face up, or something.
Face down.
But it's been hinted that there could be another version of Morph in the next set. In that, like, Manifest is kind of like an earlier primitive version of Morph.
Yep.
and with the timeline being changed, like it could evolve into a different kind of. So
I hope they call it something beginning with M. Just so you got Morph, Manifest, and
maybe.
whatever that M is.
But yeah, like the Dragons of Tarkia comes out in March. We'll find out in a couple of months.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Warden of the First Tree. I love this card. 1 green for a 1/1, so Tyler will never play it. It's got 3 abilities. The first one is 1 and either a black or a white. Warden of the First Tree becomes a human warrior with base power and toughness 3/3. And then for 2 and 1 black and 1 white and another black and 1 white, if it is a warrior, it becomes a human spirit warrior with trample and lightning. And then after that, we've got 3 and black and white and black and white and black and white. If it is a spirit, put 5+1/+1 counters on it.
I like how there's no top end to this. You can just keep doing that.
Yeah. I have hype about this
Yeah,
card.
he follows on from like Student of Warfare and Figure of Destiny, those kinds of guys.
Yeah.
I think that if there's a deck that wants him, it's going to really want him, and he's going to be a solid player in that deck.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly with it.
He's a great late game draw. He's great on the first turn. Yeah, he just fits into every point in the curve.
Yeah, he's going to be interesting. His implications on standard, whether he either rocks up in the 4 or he doesn't show up at all. And that's the type of card he'll be.
Yeah.
Exactly like you just said. As for limited purposes,
Limited, you're going to play him.
I love him in limited.
Yeah.
I mean, at worst, he's a 3/3/3.
I think he's standard playable, limited playable, commander playable.
and he's pretty strong. Commander player.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why?
Why not?
Why?
Because you can
You
make
can
him
benefit.
huge.
Yeah, so what? You can just play with huge dudes.
Yeah, but you can make this guy
You
huge.
don't need to. You just play a huge dude.
Why not play this guy?
Because
There's no top
huge-
end to him.
Huge dudes have better
Because
writing.
idiots in Commander play Mana Flare.
Yep.
And I want to take advantage of that.
Yeah, I do. You see what my deck does.
I reckon he's great.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how good he is.
I
I agree. I agree.
Later.
I definitely agree with it. He's great. As to how great.
Whisperer of the Wilds. 1 green and 1 for a 0/2. Add tap. Add green to your mana pool. Ferocious. Add 2 green to your mana pool.
I absolutely love the artwork of this card. This card is absolutely brilliant. It looks great.
Yeah, it looks so cool.
As for its applications, I don't think it's going anywhere. I don't.
It's a fun card to just ramp you a little bit.
Ramping limited.
In standard, there are a few better options.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yep,
Still
absolutely.
And what's his other name? Rattleclaw.
Rattleclaw. Well, he's like the Rattleclaw mystic from 1,000 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a similar kind of app.
It looks awesome. I said I'm a real big fan of the artwork in this one.
It looked good as a foil.
Yeah, it looked nice on a planet.
Yeah. Whisperwood Elemental. 2 green and 3 for a 4/4. At the beginning of your end step, manifest the top card of your library. And you can sacrifice it until end of turn. Face up non-token creatures you control gain. When this creature dies, manifest the top card of your library.
This is a limited bomb.
You can go through your library really quickly at some point in time.
There are a lot of cards that can do that in this setup.
You get them all right out of the board.
Yeah.
And Shamanic Revelation.
But yeah, no, this guy, like I had him in my black green deck. I like to mention in the black video, and yeah, he was just so good.
Yeah, I like him.
He's 5 mana first.
He's going to be sweet once Theros goes.
You reckon he could be in standard?
Yeah, well, no more Other Colossus, no more Polychronos.
Oh yeah.
I
can see that.
He definitely fills a hole, and yeah, like he always grants you 2 bodies with 2 power, regardless. Unless you choose not to activate his second ability, like okay, so he dies at 10, he comes out, sure, you get 1 if you choose to activate it. But if you don't, you pretty much always get 1. Like you pretty much always get 2 unless you choose not to.
I understand what you're saying, but not standard playable in my
Not
opinion.
right now.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
Not at all.
Not at all.
Why not?
At all.
Why?
Chowder.
Why?
No, I don't think. I think by the time Theros rotates, there'll be something better.
This guy's great though.
I see where Dave's coming from though. though. Like there have been a few in previous spoiler seasons. There have been a few times where I've seen a card and said, "Man, this is terrible now," but when rotation happens, there'll be it'll get so much play, and then just a better card will print it in the next set. So I can see that happening. Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you go to it. I think this
But,
be good.
but at the same time, I think he's solid. Unless they instant speed kill it, you're getting something out of it in your own step. So
I just love the flavor. I just think he's cool. Like he's a very cool card. Very cool.
No, I've got no idea what chowder means. It was just the first
Chowder.
word.
Chowder. Chowder.
It came into my mind.
Say it right.
Wild Call. 2 green and X sorcery. Manifest the top card of your library. Put X +1/+1 counters on it. So I can make a big guy.
I opened the 8 packs that I got from being lucky enough to win the event on Saturday.
Yep.
I opened 3 of these.
Were you happy with that?
Oh, not happy with it, Tyler.
You did get a alternate art Ugin,
Yeah, I got the alternate.
so you can just be quiet.
I ended up getting that, so I was lucky enough to.
Are you playing it in limited?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
You're getting a 4/4/4.
If you've got a limited deck that's a bit slower, that's going to get to a lot of mana, then I think he's a bit better. But
You're getting a 4/4/4, and the later in the game you go, the better.
I suppose you get a 2/2 for you get a 2/2 for 2 if you want.
I think you actually.
I think you actually play this.
Come to think of it, yeah,
I
you do.
don't think this is first pickable if the pack has a dedicated strong card.
No, but the fact that he fits in the exact spot you want in your curve,
He's not bad.
makes it good.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Winds of Calcisma. 1 green and 1. Instant. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn with Ferocious. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, instead prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn by creatures your opponents control. That is the strangest sounding card.
It's fine. I like the fact that one mode it's just a normal fog, but the other mode it's only a one-sided fog.
Yep.
That if you can consistently have Ferocious, this is a really good trick. Your fogs normally are kind of iffy and limited.
I'm generally never a fan of these cards, and I will get blown out by it because I won't pick it, and the person next to me will take it.
I won't pick it either.
I'd probably test with it. I'll obviously test with it, but yeah, it's.
I can see it. Like if you've got a lot of big dudes in your limited deck, this is a solid trick. But and it's just another card for the turbo fog deck if that ever happens.
It's a cute card with a cute effect. Whether it's sometimes it's powerful, sometimes it's dead. Yeah, that's it.
Sure. Yasuba Dragonclaw. 1 green and 2 for a 4/2 trampler human warrior. She's legendary. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, you may pay 1 and that blue and red and another blue and red. If you do, gain control of target creature and opponent controls with power less than Yasuba Dragonclaw's power. Until end of turn, untap that creature. It gains haste until end of turn.
Great. She's so solid. I read the story, the Uncharted Realms or whatever it's called on the website where Sarkin meets her, and she's so badass.
Yeah.
Cool. This is such a good card. Brian Kibble is so high on this card.
Yeah, absolutely. He loves to.
Well, it's obviously limited bomb.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Standard playable.
3 mana, 4 power. That makes it like if you untap with it, that's a pretty solid ability.
You can take out like your opponent's Rebel Masters.
Yeah, she that's really good as well.
Yeah, like
she enables Ferocious. So if you've got any Ferocious cards,
maybe. Well, let's put that in the maybe pile. It's kind of like Crusader-y.
Yeah,
I think she's a little bit better than Crusader.
Yeah, in that regard, like she's playable but not playable.
Yeah,
because Crusader's definitely playable. But
yeah,
I reckon she'll get a run somewhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sorry, was it
not Crusader sort of tapered off over time?
Oh yeah. He's getting played a little bit more now. Well, he actually lied. He was getting play, and then Wild Slash was printed, and now he's just not going to be able to get.
Actually, your server's pretty bad against Wild Slash.
Yes.
Is a point against her.
Alright, that brings us to the end of green. I like green overall. I don't think it's as strong as white, but
It's got some really nice bodies,
Mm.
like really nice bodies and just good abilities.
Yeah, there
to,
are
get ahead
some
really.
good, interesting creatures.
I like Yasova, I like Warden of the First Tree.
Yep.
I like the new Collective Unconscious.
Yep.
I even like the Siege. I'm high on green.
I think the combat trick's pretty high in my rating. I just like they catch all.
Yep.
The catch all trick, and this ESO is good. This thing is whatever.
Alrighty, well that brings us to the end of green. We've got one video left to come, which we will do the multicolored cards, artifacts and lands. So hit the next link, and we'll see you for the very last episode of the Fate Reforged Beers with the Boys.